All right. All right, well, good. This is Elo Speaks back again with another video. So, I'm going to title this video, Two Bitches Are Mad at Kyrie Irving. I wanted to talk about the recent game that the Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets had played. I think it was game 4, that game where the fan had threw a bottle at Kyrie Irving. So, before that, Kyrie Irving has stepped on the logo of the Boston Celtics called Lucky, the Lucky Leprechaun logo, and fans kind of reacted in a negative way towards that on Twitter and in the crowd. So that kind of prompted for that fan to try to throw that bottle at Kyrie Irving, even though he missed. I think the fan had got charged and arrested for that, which is a good thing. He deserved to be arrested and charged for that, for assault. I don't care if the bottle didn't hit Kyrie Irving or not. You can't be throwing food or bottles or any type of projectiles at a particular athlete. They're here to do a job. You paid to watch a game, so just sit down and enjoy yourself. There's no reason for you to be throwing food or any type of projectiles at a particular athlete like they're animals. That's not right and that's wrong. But I already explained that in the previous video about the situation of what these reckless fans are doing in the crowd. But what I want to talk about is when Kyrie Irving has stepped on the logo. Previously, it had prompted athletes that felt disrespected by that. Two particular athletes that really felt and expressed their discomfort for what Kyrie did was Kevin Garnett and Big Baby Glenn Davis. They said that they felt disrespected what Kyrie did, and they didn't like, and particularly what he did as regards to stepping on a logo, because they're that team that played for the Celtics in 2008. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the 2008 Celtics, even though that's one of the most overhyped, overrated dynasties of the late 2000s in terms of how they brought that team together. The way that they talk about that 2008 Celtics team, you would think they won like 3 championships back to back, but they won that one championship against the Los Angeles Lakers. Granted, they won it in great fashion, and it was a good little story. But after that, the next following year, Kevin Garnett got hurt. They got eliminated in the playoffs, and then the next year after that, they went back to the finals just to lose Kobe in Game 7, and they never went back to the finals ever since. I think in 2010 they had went they lost to the Lakers in 2010. 2011, I think they got eliminated, and in 2012, LeBron James dismantled them and basically broke up that team, and that was basically the end of them. But again, two bitches are mad at Kyrie because of what he did in terms of disrespecting the logo. Now, I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I have no love lost for Boston Celtics. I hate the Boston Celtics with a passion. I hated them ever since 2008 when the Miami Heat and them used to have their embittered rivalry. It was fun, going against them as the AC when they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference. And then when we finally had got LeBron James and Chris Bosh to pair with Dwayne Wade and was able to defeat them, it was a great feeling. But I always hated the Boston Celtics. I think they're overrated, they're overhyped as a team. And KG, another person who feels like, he talks a lot of trash as regards to that situation. So I don't see why he's so mad. This is competitive playoff basketball. If Kyrie Irving stepped on the logo of the Boston Celtics, so what? What are you going to do about it? It's not up to you or how you feel about it. F what you feel about it, and F what Big Baby Glenn Davis feel about it, and F what the fans think. The only people who could do something about it is the current Boston Celtics player. That's up to Brandon Tatum, Marcus Smart, and etc. to feel some type of way about what Kyrie do and actually do something about it, but they can't because they're overmatched and under talent as regards to being equipped to defeat that team. So therefore, they're at the mercy of the Nets, and they're going to lose the series. So it doesn't matter what Kevin Garnett feel about it. And Kevin Garnett, he's one of the biggest trash talkers of the 2000s. He talks so much trash to people in the late 2000s, so I have no love lost for him either. Now, I get it, he was a competitive basketball player, and he probably tried to do that to get a psychological edge on people, but he did some like heinous stuff too. So what Kyrie did wasn't even the worst of what Kevin Garnett did back in his heyday in the 2000s when he was playing for the Timberwolves. I remember when he was going up against the Timberwolves, he had to say Happy Mother's Day to Tim Duncan's mother after recently she had passed away, and that's one of the rarest few times that I ever seen like Tim Duncan get like emotionally upset and wanted to fight as regards to that situation. And then it was one particular player that I think was a Caucasian man. Kevin Garnett said that he looked like a cancer patient and started going off about him and what he said. Joakim Noah, who was a big fan of Kevin Garnett in the 2000s, and when he finally got drafted and he finally met and had to compete against Joakim Noah said that in an interview when he interacted with Kevin Garnett, and Kevin Garnett trash talked him and just like was the biggest asshole. So that made Joakim Noah lose respect for him after that. And then we already know the whole situation with Carmelo Anthony when he said your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, and Carmelo Anthony wanted to fight him after the game and was meeting him by the team bus to like confront Kevin Garnett as regards to that situation. So man, Kevin Garnett better get out of here with that BS. And Big Baby Glenn Davis was a scrub on that team. Now, did he contribute to some degree? Probably, but still, the way they talk is like that 08 Celtics team is worth like 3 championship rings, and it's not. They beat the Lakers team great, but I wasn't able to do it. They're one of the most overhyped, over-talked about teams of the 2000s. They did a 10-year anniversary about that 08 championship, and it's just so sad. They're so reminiscent on the past instead of moving forward in regards to that situation. Paul Pierce is moving on with his life, doing his own things, even though he's on some other stuff right now, but he's doing him. Ray Allen is doing what he wants to do, and he don't even associate with those guys no more because they act like bitches all the time, feminine bitches to be exact as regards to that situation. So I can see why he doesn't want to be around them. And as regards to the other players like that pathetic bum Kendrick Perkins, he's on LeBron James as a paid agent for LeBron James, so he's gonna spew propaganda to try to make LeBron James think he's the greatest of all time and spew ad nauseum nonsense about how LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan when deep down he knows it's not. But again, he's being a paid agent by LeBron James, so he's just doing his job, but I have no respect for that. So all those guys from that 2008 championship team is just like, get out of here. If y'all wanted to do something about it, y'all can't because y'all not playing no more. It's up to the players of the current Boston Celtics right now to do something about it, but they can't because they're overmatched and underwhelmed. So that's why I'm going to title this video, 2 bitches are bad at Kyrie, but what are they going to do about it in terms of playing? Because I understand what Kyrie did was disrespectful, but coming from Kevin Garnett, of all people, all the disrespectful things that he did, no way, bro. You need to go sit somewhere as regards to that. Shut the hell up. You have no talk. You have no reason to talk. And you didn't even play for the Celtics that long for you to have some sentimental value. I understand you won a championship with them, but get out of here. You make it seem like he stepped on the Minnesota Timberwolves logo or something like that. You had more impact on the Timberwolves than you did on the Celtics. Now, you was a great player and stuff like that, but still, come on, bro. And Big Baby Glenn Davis, I don't even want to waste my energy and time talking too much about him. He just emoting and crying like a bitch on social media when he saw what Kyrie Irving did stepping on a logo. And if he did step on a logo, you're not going to do nothing about it. And I'm out of here. I'm done with this conversation. This is Elo Speaks out.